unacceptable, right? When you go to put the thing on, if you bump into it, it falls over.
These are self-righting. They always want to stay up. They really, to make them fall down, you'd have to grab it and throw it. So we've got more color, which is kind of cool. You know, I think we've mentioned this before. Our Diana TCs, we've got the custom color shop on our website, and we got this sick fade here. Blue,
it is pretty
dark
sick,
blue.
That's Keith's pick. Maybe we should put it on there in the ad. You know?
Yeah, we got a reverse fade, darker on the top, lighter on the bottom. Different color headband. It's the whole thing.
That's hard. That was hard to do too. Our finishing guy said, it was cool though, but I guess it takes you have to do it one step at a time to build the fade up, and then
you got to make the slider match too.
Yeah, it's pretty labor intensive to shoot that one. But anyway, we got 2 of them. And,
no, 3 actually.
3
different kinds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Reverse fade, a speckle fade. It's a whole thing.
Pretty cool.
We got a camo one. It's pretty sick too.
Yeah. So that'll be on the website now, and when they're gone, they're gone. And I suppose you guys noticed that we now have stands.
I didn't notice.
Well, yeah. It's called The Stand.
The Stand.
Yeah, by Abyss.
You're like hiding behind a wall of stands.
We decided to make our own stands because, quite frankly, we were sick of all the other stands out there that just kind of are flimsy for such large, high-end headphones. So we wanted to make a stand. Our engineering guru here, Eric, decided that he's going to make a stand to end all stands. So
this is the best stand ever made for some people in some situations.
There you go.
Yeah. This solves problems that for some reason no other stand has addressed.
We should be clear. I agree with him. This is the best stand, the best headphone stand that I've ever seen on the market. We all are in agreement on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a nice headphone stand.
I mean, it's not because we made it. It's because it was made to be like that. That's why it is.
That's like the
It's
point.
heavy and it's big and it stays up.
And stylish. Well, this one.
And it's made of woods.
Wood. Yeah, we've never done wood things before, but this is wood, so that's cool, I guess.
And it's got a lot of things going for it.
Right.
And
this uses the slightly more complicated natural wood. And a lot of people use coatings and finishes and stuff like that to get the wood to look a certain way. They don't actually change the wood, among other things. But this is raw wood, and it's just oiled. So that's sort of appealing because if you get damage or whatever, you ding, you dent, you could just oil it.
It's natural finishes.
With any oil, pretty much.
Yeah.
Use teak oil
Teak
on
oil.
actual wood. This is sapele, this is walnut, and we got cherry over there.
3 choices. Oh, and we should mention, these are available now on our website. They're ready to go. So order away.
But I think we need to talk about the concerns.
Yes.
Why the stand needs to exist.
Why we had to make our own stand.
Right. There's a few things here. On something like Diana, oftentimes it doesn't seem like that large of a headphone. You don't need that large of a stand. But a lot of people have really large, bulky aftermarket cables on the thing. And when it's actually in service, like when you have the sliders out and you have a big, bulky cable on the thing, a lot of times the cables collide with the desk or they're at an angle that's not attractive because the stand isn't really high enough.
Or it damages the cable because it starts mashing the cable.
Yeah, every time they put it on, it bangs the cable.
It's not a
into the
good
desk.
thing for cables to have constantly be bent at a 90-degree angle.
Right, you want to avoid that.
Yep, fatigue.
Fatigue.
Not ideal. And even with like a 1266, you can see here the cable drapes at a nice angle. So that's nice. It's the right height for the headphone.
Of course, we designed it to work with our headphone.
Right.
Yes, of course.
If it works with a 1266, I think you're a G2G.
Pretty good.
You're probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. And on top of that, something I find kind of annoying that makes me not really want to use stands, they're overwhelmingly not stable. And I think a lot of people would have some disagreement here, but when you go to put the headphone on a stand, most stands, they knock over really easy. And a lot of people will say, well, you just shouldn't hit it. But like the cognitive effort, I think, to put the headphone on a stand that's tippy is too high because you're always worried about tipping. And we see people at shows all the time knocking these stands over.
Yeah, well, it's a combination effect. Usually it's someone walking away and they'll get their foot caught on the cable, then they'll start pulling it, and then that much effort just tips the whole
it'll
thing
slide over and knock
where
the
this
stand
would
over.
just,
Then the headphone hits the ground.
yeah, and the stand hits the ground or an amp.
Yeah, and dents the amp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
We got a
pretty
grippy
nice.
surface on the top, so the headphone stays put, doesn't slide around,
In fact,
right?
come to think of it, most of the shows we stopped bringing stands because
People
Yeah.
just knock them
you're
over.
better off laying it down on a table.
It's
It's
safer,
safer,
yeah.
Right.
than sticking it on something that's going to fall
I think that's
over.
ridiculous. Like the stands, it seems like people use stands for the aesthetic, but the cables smash into the thing and they slide off because they're typically anodized aluminum and slippery. So the headphone slides off, the stand knocks over, and you kind of got to like put effort into
Most
aligning
stands
it
just-
carefully.
They're not made for headphones
Because
this
they just
size.
knock so easy. Whereas this, very stable, very sturdy. It's got like a 3-pound steel base. Here's one I prepared earlier. We got the
3
stick
pounds.
steel base.
So
Yeah,
about 1.5 kilograms just in the base, just holding it
right. So all the weight's
the-
down here.
to the
right?
table.
Center of gravity is very low. Makes it stable in all orientations. And this is another key point. I designed this so that it's more or less uniformly stable in all orientations, right? It doesn't have one orientation where it's dramatically less stable. Where I've seen quite a few stands like that because of the offset nature, they knock over back really easily. Unacceptable, right? When you go to put the thing on, if you bump into it, it falls over.
These are self-righting. They always want to stay up. They really,
Yeah.
to make them fall down, you'd have to grab it and throw it.
You got to be going for it.
And even it'll land on the ground upright.
Yep, we've done it.
Well, we tested it. It's
Yeah.
made to land on its feet like a cat.
Yeah, we threw it around in the parking lot. It's surprisingly strong. I mean, I'm not sure that's the best way to test a headphone stand, but it's the way we tested it.
Well, we should say too that it does have 4 rather large rubber footers on the bottom that
Yeah.
Right.
elevate it off the table and keep it from sliding
It doesn't
too.
slide,
So
so-
it doesn't want to slide. It doesn't want to tip. It's a pretty damn sturdy place to keep a headphone.
And now we're machining wood in our same machines. And we got this fancy CNC machined wood frame thing that covers over,
Yeah, we made
The
the wooden
bits.
house.
right? We got the different wood grains. I think it's kind of exciting. And the top bit, we got the 3D machine surface, top and bottom. A little bit different patterns. This little hex pattern gives you the right feel, the right grip. Got threaded inserts in there, so it's not just screws threaded into the wood. Get nice clamping load. It's nice and sturdy. It's
Yeah,
removable,
there's a
replaceable.
thought out process on the top. It does purposely have a pattern to it that keeps your headphone from wanting to slide off. It's not abrasive or anything, but it's just enough to keep things from wanting. Rather, if you had a smooth wood top
Yeah.
and somehow you manage to kind of accidentally grab the cable, the stand's not going
Right.
anywhere because it weighs so much.
Right.
So we just engineering here decided, well, we're going to make a surface where the headphone doesn't really easily move either, so that any minor
Yeah, if you put it somewhere,
oh shits
it
won't
stays
take
there,
everything
right?
down. Yeah, it just wants
It's
to be
nice.
where it is. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of thought process that went into stand. Hell of a lot of time too. Way more time than I expected.
Yeah, when you think
Well,
make a
you know.
stand,
Yeah,
sounds easy, right?
it sounds easy. Yeah, until you go through and do it, and then prototype it multiple times and figure it all
Well, especially
out.
using a new material like wood, we had to clean out a machine dedicated to wood.
That
you
was
know.
new for us.
Yeah,
but
actually had to add air because normally you use coolant. You don't use
Oh,
coolant
right.
on wood.
Yeah, you don't want to spray coolant on it.
was that how you did it? The shooting air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Otherwise, it makes a mess and
Yeah.
it packs up.
Yeah. Yeah, but it seemed like a mess to me. I saw a brief video you guys made of inside the machine full of wood chips.
Yeah,
But
they
that-
vacuum up pretty easy.
Yeah,
now.
I guess it's lightweight.
Yeah.
It's no worse than aluminum. But yeah, anyway, that was pretty cool. Now we have experience with making things out of select hardwoods.
Yes.
Who knows what we'll come up with next?
hmm
Yeah,
Maybe people have some exciting woods they'd like to see this made in.
yeah, maybe. Or
We'll consider it.
yeah, or
Or
people
a product we didn't even
yeah,
think of.
you never know.
You never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, it's just wood.
So, anyways, more concerns that I had with other stands that this resolves. I know it sounds kind of trivial, but putting a headphone on a stand, I think, should be a very easy process. You shouldn't be worrying about things when you put it on. And this has nice soft finishes with the wood, right? So it's very unlikely you're going to damage your headphone from these wood surfaces. So even if you banged into the thing, it's not really an issue. Whereas a lot of the anodized aluminum is actually pretty hard and abrasive. And this doesn't knock over, and it also reserves your desk space, right? Because of the size of the base, you more or less guarantee you don't have it like, an amplifier overhanging. Compared to the little round bases, when you have a big headphone, it's easy for them to get misplaced in a way where you go to put it on the stand and you're paying attention to the alignment on the stand, and it's really close or it hits something. Another thing we see
Well,
it shows.
physics also tells you've got to have a wider stance on the base so this thing doesn't tip over. So
Yeah.
it's necessary for stability. You know, it's
By the limit
costly.
of
It's
thickness.
costly to make such a big base like that with
Out
steel.
of wood, it actually is. This
Yeah.
this
And the
wood
wood
needs to be
piece,
this
too.
width because we
Yeah.
want the grain pattern flowing in this orientation.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
it
So
actually
it's a big board.
it limits the types of wood you can use because they only come in certain widths.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so-
Yeah, you need a good
Yeah.
chunk thickness.
We need
of
6/4
select hardwood.
9-inch wide.
Yeah, right. Good luck finding all that together.
Right.
Yeah, so basically, you know, it is what it is, but but in the end, it's a cool stand. It's a really cool stand. It's something you'll have forever. I mean, all the metal components are powder coated. They're really durable. You're not going to scratch them. They're not going to rust or corrode or any of that stuff. So all the hardware's stainless, right?
Mhm.
So
Torx plus drive, stainless fasteners.
yeah. So it's a nice stand.
It's a
really
nice stand. It actually is a nice stand.
On that note, by all means, if someone wants a real base to put their headphones,
Yep.
we got it.
Do we now?
Yeah, like you said, the world's finest stand. The
Yes.
stand.
That's the title.
The stand,
The
yeah.
stand.
The stand.
So all you need to know, it's a stand.
It's the stand.
The stand.
Yeah. The stand.
The benchmark stand.
The stand.
That's right.
Benchmark comes after the stand.
Oh.
The stand benchmark. Thanks everyone for watching. Thumbs us up and take care of yourselves.